Hey guys, welcome back to Rob's Fitness Mission. I am Robert Hammers, and this is a video of a workout that I did yesterday where it was just complete destruction of my legs. Um, I apologize for not having the sound on in the video. Again, I'm still learning how to do all this, but a couple of comments where people like the voiceover, and so I figured, you know what, I'll just silence the sound on the video and I can just talk through how I was feeling, what was going on, and things of that nature. um, First of all, this workout was had two sections of 5 rounds. um, 50 feet walking lunges with the front rack of two dumbbells. I think the weight called for 50 pounds. And then after you did that, you did 12 front squats with two dumbbells. Once you were done with that, you took a 2 minute rest and then you hit rounds, 2 through 5. Um, I will tell you this right off the bat. This was one of those workouts where um, it looked easier on paper than what it really was. As soon as I did the first set of lunges, and you may be able to see it right at the beginning, I was only able to do one set with the front rack. I don't have the front rack position on a barbell or dumbbells. It's something that I'm still trying to work on as far as my mobility is concerned, but you can definitely see right off the bat that I struggled tremendously with those. I was moving very slow, very awkwardly, and it was just really heavy to the point where I didn't even want to do those. And I think you'll see me mention that to Coach Katie. She just walked by. She's one of the coaches at CrossFit Deer Park here in Deer Park, Texas. Coach Carey's there. You might see him in the video here a little bit later. But those are two 50-pound dumbbells. And I will tell you this, 50-pound dumbbells are generally not that heavy for me on some stuff. But this, oh my, it felt terrible. I can tell you right now that I felt god awful. And that's actually where you see me right now going up to Coach Katie and mentioning to her, like, hey, I can't do this. I can, but it's gonna be very difficult for me. And I will tell you this too. This is the great thing about CrossFit and CrossFit Deer Park is they can scale every workout for all fitness levels. And right there, she is telling me to, I believe, go to a single dumbbell, which is instead of doing the front rack, I would hold one single dumbbell just like how directly above my chest in front of me. And what she's explaining to me is like, hey, look, instead of doing that, we're worried about getting the movement and staying moving the whole time, but also at the same time getting a good quality lunge. What I was doing was not a good quality lunge, and you'll see me kind of stagger. If you go back to the beginning of the video, I think to my left, I always kind of seem to stagger to my left, and yeah, it was terrible. The squats are supposed to be dumbbell front squats, and you'll notice too that um, I do not have the front rack, so I set them on my shoulders. And can I do the squats? Yes, I love squats. Am I an expert at squatting? By no means, no. But it's something that it's one of those are that's one of the few movements that I can just kind of power through and just try to use my leg strength. I'm definitely not the strongest person, not even close. I'm still a work in progress, but definitely I have enjoyed doing uh, the leg movements. This workout in particular, though, it was terrible on my legs, and you can see I went down with the the one dumbbell, and I was able to move much better, much more efficient, much faster. Although this each round they wanted us to do it between 2 to 3 minutes. I think I was averaging right at 2 minutes a round, which is right where I was supposed to be. Um, and then between each round, you got 2 minutes of rest. Right there, you kind of see I'm able to lunge a little bit. It's still difficult. My legs were still really sore from the workout we had the other day. There was one that had, I believe it was what was it? Push-ups, lunges, no weights, just walking lunges and air squats. And then it was supposed to be a 400-meter run. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to be cool. I'm going to do the ski erg today, which was a terrible decision. It gassed me immediately. It took me almost an hour to do the workout. And I think it was supposed to be like between 30 to 40 minutes. So um, here you can see trying to squat, and you can see the dumbbells are on my shoulders, which they're not technically supposed to be, but I just wanted to still do the movement with the weight because I do know I can at least squat the weight. And I definitely want to make sure on these that I'm going all the way down. And there I'd go stumbling again, having to reposition my legs. The shoes I'm wearing, I did not like. I will say that. I don't know if anybody's a big shoe buff, but those are the Nano 4s, the new ones from Reebok. And I did not like them. Every time I lunged in those shoes, it felt like my foot was going to slip out of the shoe or slide off to the left or the right. It was very uncomfortable, and I don't wear them a lot. The only time I do like to wear them is if I'm doing like rowing or skiing or something to the nature where I'm just kind of going to be in place. Um, but hey, I'm a heavy guy, so I will mention that as well. I'm just now over 350 pounds, and so when I started this, I bought those, and I was 400 pounds. Let's just say that, and you can definitely feel the difference when you're buying shoes and when you're wearing shoes and when you're wearing clothes and everything else, and you start losing weight. You definitely feel the difference. It's not just something that goes unnoticed. Your shoes don't fit the same anymore. And these, I'm kind of finding like, I'm not sure if these are it for me. But Coach Katie was there throughout the whole workout. That's one of my biggest shout outs for CrossFit Deer Park is when you're there doing a workout. Um, and there's Mike right there on the left in the green shorts. Shout out to Mike. He made quarterfinals. He was one of the, I believe it was 8 people from CrossFit Deer Park that made quarterfinals. Coach Katie did, Coach Carey, trying to think, Tanae, Mike, Jen, Della. I know I'm forgetting somebody and I feel terrible. Oh, Chris Jackson. Trying to think. I think Miss Bird too. And Miss Bird's awesome. She actually volunteers, and I think she works at all the CrossFit Games and the Rogue Invitational, all that good stuff. But anyways, back to the video. I like to shout out to those guys because man, all of those guys, and they're freaking amazing athletes. I love watching them. I love working out around them because I literally get to see people do things that a very small percentage of us can do. So I get my motivation from them. Um, but back to the lunges. Here we go. Trying to just endure at this point. I know that it is definitely not the most enjoyable workout. It definitely was hard. Definitely a lot harder than what I thought it was going to be. But I tried to just keep going and keep going. Sometimes on the workouts that have the worked in rest periods, I get a little. I don't know. I get in my own head where, I'm tired and I've got time to think about it now, where I've got 2 minutes to get in my own head and say, damn, you're tired, or man, my legs hurt, or man, I don't want to do this. And so a lot of times I try to just, you'll see me just try to chat with somebody just to kind of get that out of my head. Um, and I'm not trying to have a full blown conversation with somebody in the middle of a workout because God knows half the time I'm hunched over, out of breath, and I can barely talk. There's Austin right there. Austin killed this workout. He was working out next to me, and you can see the huge difference between our speeds, and his technique was awesome. I was telling him about that, and he made a comment saying, "Well, I was only using 35s, and he was using 50s, or I was using 50s." And I think my thing to him was, you know, but look at he's got front rack. I mean, he's going all the way down. I love seeing that. And to me, it's not about the weight anymore. To me, it's about, um, can I be mobile? Can I run? Can I jump? Can I jump rope? Can I do an air squat? Can I do a lunge? Can I do a sit up? And literally just, and when I say literally, I mean maybe last week was my very first time ever being able to do a sit up and touch my toes. But we'll get into that a little bit later on another video. But so if you're somebody out there that's, maybe just a little shy or gun shy about going to the gym, whether it be a fitness center, one of the big box gyms, or CrossFit, I will tell you this: we all have to start somewhere. We all are completely different people. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. Um, but if you're one of those people that wants to challenge yourself and you want to get out of your comfort zone and you want to go somewhere where there's support, there's people who are just like you, and you want to be around people who are encouraging and supportive and will push you to your limits. And I don't want to say push you to your limits and you think that, oh man, I'm gonna get yelled at to, hey, do this, or hey, add more weight. No. I mean, people that are gonna push you when you don't want to do the last body squat, they make sure you do the last body squat. When you're the last one working out in the gym because everybody else has finished the workout and you're still trying to just compose yourself and get through it, these people are there to cheer you on. I think CrossFit is definitely something you should, experience for yourself. CrossFit Deer Park has literally been life changing for me to the point where um, I would I don't want to think about what I'd be doing right now if I wasn't at the gym or back at the gym. And like I said, when I do the bio video this weekend, I'm going to explain a lot. And I made a lot of bad decisions health wise, and I'm trying to make sure now that I'm making the right decisions. Um, but back to the lunges. More pain. Lactic acid at this point is really built up in my legs, and I am definitely feeling it. There's Coach Katie. She does a fantastic job of whenever she's coaching the class. She always has something encouraging, like keep going, don't stop. You know, and in this point she's telling me, hey, we got to start somewhere, and they would rather me keep doing what I'm doing with just a single dumbbell lunges, because at some point I'm going to get better at these, and then we'll try with the lighter two dumbbells and I'll get my front rack, and then next thing you know, I'll be able to do it at the RX weight, and then next thing you know, I'll be able to do this. So it's a progression thing, and the one thing I'm learning now is I have to be willing to put in the work and the time and the dedication in order to see the results. There's no magic. I don't want to say magic fat burner pills because there's so many on the market, and I'm not even going to get into that. But there is no supplement or wonder pill or wonder drink that is going to put in hard work for you, that is going to sweat for you. Um, that's going to make you do the sit-ups. Thank you, Austin, for adjusting the video, by the way. That's going to make you do these squats and these lunges. Those things can't do it for you. You have to want to do it for yourself. Um, and trust me, just like anybody else, I'm still very intimidated about a lot of the stuff that I see, on social media and different things like that. But the one thing I've come to realize about myself now is, you know what? I don't need to be intimidated when I go to CrossFit, because I'm there to get better. I'm there to continue the journey, and each and every day get just a little bit better than what I was yesterday. And that's something, Pedro, he's behind me, and not behind me literally, but behind the camera, warming up. He is an Olympic lifter and a fabulous lifter, but he's an even more fabulous person. He's extremely funny, and he's always there to kind of give out some little critiques, when I'm doing something the wrong way, or maybe I'm not doing the right standard or the right form. But he's doing it in a way that's trying to help me and make me understand that, hey, we got to do the right form, and we got to do the right technique, and we got to do the right standard so that we can get better and that we can progress throughout these workouts. Um, I know right now I'm hunched over and I'm moving really, really slow, and I'm trying to just kind of collect myself and keep myself composed. But I'm telling you, what you can't hear is the people like Austin and Pedro and Coach Katie and Coach Carey and all these people in the gym encouraging you and telling you, hey, look, just stay at the pace, stay at the pace. And look, you'll see Coach Katie again. That's what they do. They come around and they provide coaching. I mean, they are there to help all of us. They are a massive resource. These guys are amazing athletes too, and hopefully one video I'll get to catch a glimpse of them, powering through their workouts. But this is kind of the journey right now. I think at this point I'm pretty much almost done with the fourth round. But again, guys, if you're debating on trying to start your fitness journey, or is something that you're like, well, you know what, Rob, I can't do anything with the dumbbells. Cool. We have body weight. You can start there. You can go to a CrossFit gym. If you're in the Houston area, hey, come to CrossFit Deer Park. I'm telling you, they will have a scaled version of each and every workout. So you're not going to get just thrown in there and they're going to tell you, oh, if you can't do it, get out. That's not how it works. They're going to find something for you to do to where you can get the same amount of work as everybody else. I promise you that. I have experienced that for myself, 100% now. And right here, oh, there you go. I stumbled again. Again, I'm still trying to learn how to just do everything with the right form. One thing I do struggle with, and you can't really see it, but engaging my core. A lot of times, I think, and I hate to use the term belly, but I've been so used to having just a big old belly that I just relax my core. Even on like squats and deadlifts, Coach Carey and Coach Katie will say, hey, make sure you're engaging your core. Make sure you're engaging your core. I hear that a lot throughout the different workouts. And surprisingly enough, it's something that people like me just, forget to do because you've just never done it. And so to the experienced athlete and somebody that, has a great core strength and great mobility, that's just part of their everyday process. Whenever they're going to pick up a barbell or a sandbag or whatever, they engage their core. And that's definitely something I'm learning how to do. And yeah, this was the set where Pedro was in the back because I was going really slow on these. I go 1, 2, and then I just kind of stopped. And he told me, hey, instead of just doing one, rattle off 2 at a time. Right there. And I will tell you this, by this round, those 250s felt incredibly heavy. And I'm trying not to, lean forward on my toes. I'm trying to drive off my heels, which you can still see. My heels are coming up. But every day, it's just a little bit of a journey. Every day is a little bit of sweat. Every day, well, not a little bit of sweat. Every day is a ridiculous amount of sweat, but every day is just a little bit of torture in some places. By the way, I was not slapping my butt, I was slapping my legs because I felt like my legs were going to just completely turn to jelly. This was the last part of the workout where it was RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, and then calf raises. So you did the Romanian deadlifts. Oh, excuse me. You were supposed to do the Romanian deadlifts on the odd numbers, I believe, and then the 2 dumbbell calf raises on the even numbers. I completely was one of those students that just didn't listen to the teacher's instructions, and so I screwed the whole workout up. As you'll see, I just kind of went straight into this and that, and I wasn't even facing the clock. So shame on me for that. But the RDLs felt terrible. I was so uncomfortable holding this dumbbell. I cannot even tell you. I was trying to cradle it, and you just see me. I want no part of this. With a barbell, it's a little bit easier because I have it over my shoulders. But yeah, those were terrible. And again, my knees were kind of my knees weren't my legs weren't straight. I wasn't keeping my back straight and my butt out. So again, it's just technique. It's something that I'm very conscious of, and I'm glad I'm doing these videos now because I'm seeing like, oh man, I didn't do this, and oh wow, I didn't do this. But it's also stuff that I know the coaches see every day and they tell me, but it's also great to kind of see what they see now. So, guys, for anybody, guys, gals, whoever, you know, don't think it's the end of the world. No, we all, again, I keep using the phrase, we all have to start somewhere. Each day we get a little bit better. Um, don't be discouraged because maybe progress isn't going. The biggest thing for me um, when I got back into this and I told myself, I was like, you know what, I'm going to lose 100 pounds this year. I'm going to do it. Is I am trusting the process now. I know that as long as I keep showing up, and doing the work and not, shaving reps, and I'm not, um, scaling things that I don't need to be scaling, then I know that the journey is going to stay its course and I know that the results will come. And if you're struggling with, gaining weight, or struggling with putting on, getting stronger, struggling with losing weight, or you just want to run a mile faster or this and that, remember this: nothing is going to happen in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. You might go to the gym for a month and look exactly the same or feel exactly the same, or your times might be exactly the same. But I'm telling you this: if you stay the course and you just put the work in, I am walking, living proof that the results will come. And I hope to inspire somebody, and I hope to show people that, hey, look, anybody can go to CrossFit, anybody can walk in the gym, and anybody can do it. Will it take you time to, get to where you want to be? Yes, but that's all part of the journey. And to go through a journey, it's to experience the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, and to experience all those great parts. And when you finally do accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, it I don't know how that's going to feel, because once I finally do lose that weight, um, I don't know how I'm going to feel. I'm going to be ecstatic. But again, guys, keep powering through. Don't quit on yourself. Um, love yourself. Find your gym family. Find that community that can support you. And have a wonderful day. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave some comments. And until the next one, later.